Good evening and welcome to the channel's studios here in London with your international news around the world in 5. Election day voting has begun in the United States, with Donald Trump and Kamala Harris vying to become the next US president. Americans here up early in Charlottesville in Virginia to make their votes, and here at Springfield in Ohio. The polls neck and neck as the sun rose over the White House on Election Day. Donald Trump earlier returned to Mar-a-Lago in West Palm Beach.
And I said to them, does that mean I'm better than Abraham Lincoln?
Earlier in the day, he compared himself to Abraham Lincoln and danced off stage at his final rally in Michigan. Meanwhile, Kamala Harris returned to Washington, D.C. Hours before, she had been welcomed on stage by US talk show host Oprah Winfrey in Pennsylvania. It is set to be one of the closest presidential elections in US history. And we'll bring you all the very latest news from that knife-edge US election between Donald Trump and Kamala Harris right here on Channels Television. Meanwhile, a judge has ruled that Elon Musk's political group can keep awarding $1 million to voters in swing states. Philadelphia District Attorney Lawrence Krasner had sued to stop what he called an illegal lottery after Musk announced he would give the money to one voter in a swing state each day until Election Day. Pennsylvania Judge Angelo Foglietta did not immediately give a reason for the ruling, made a few hours after the hearing. An airstrike has killed at least 20 people in the town of Beit Lahir in northern Gaza. That's according to authorities there. Later on Tuesday, Israeli planes dropped leaflets over the town ordering residents who have not yet left their homes and shelters housing displaced families to quit the town completely. Palestinians said the new attacks and Israeli orders for people to evacuate were aimed at emptying 2 northern Gaza towns and a refugee camp to create a buffer zone. More than 43,300 Palestinians have been killed in more than a year of war in Gaza, the authorities in Gaza say, and much of the territory has been reduced to ruins. Zimbabwe's government has banned with immediate effect police officers from using mobile phones while working. All officers are required to surrender their mobile phones to their supervisors once they get to their stations and only use them during their break time.
Saturday, 2 November 2024.
It is widely believed this could be part of efforts to curb police corruption. It comes a few days after 2 traffic enforcement officers were arrested in the capital Harare after a viral social media video exposed them taking bribes from public transport vehicles. Boeing workers have voted to accept the aviation giant's latest pay offer, ending a damaging 7-week-long walkout. Under the new contract, they will get a 38% pay rise over the next 4 years. The walkout by around 30,000 Boeing workers started on the 13th of September, leading to a dramatic slowdown at the plane makers' factories and deepening a crisis at the company. The Prince of Wales has met with South Africa's president as he continues his visit to the Commonwealth nation. William's audience with Cyril Ramaphosa has been described as a follow-up to the state visit made to the UK by Mr. Ramaphosa in 2022.
Hi guys.
Later, the Prince gave a major speech on nature, the environment and his support for wildlife rangers at the start of a 2-day summit for wildlife, his umbrella organisation combating the illegal trafficking of animals. The future king began his 4-day visit to Cape Town on Monday, and during the coming days will take part in a series of events shining a light on young African climate activists. And the results of the US election aren't out yet, but one animal thinks it knows who's won the count. Thailand's famous baby hippo Mu Deng predicted a win for Republican Donald Trump. The hippo was offered 2 fruit baskets, each labelled with the names of the presidential candidates, Trump and his Democratic rival Kamala Harris. The baskets were filled with fruits such as dragon fruit and watermelons. Mu Deng, who chose the Trump basket, is a baby pygmy hippo who has become a social media celebrity with millions of fans worldwide. And that's your international news around the world in 5. Now back to the channel's studios in Lagos.